Alors aujourd'hui, nous avons le plaisir de recevoir Anthony HAILE, gouverneur du Kiwanis, dans votre émission Reperes. Bonjour Anthony.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Alors, on va vous demander un peu de vous présenter. Vous êtes gouverneur du Kiwanis. Le Kiwanis, c'est quoi?
Okay, it's a pleasure for me to be here in Martinique. I am the governor of Kiwanis district of Eastern Canada and the Caribbean. I am from Curacao, an island in the Caribbean, but because I am a member of the Kiwanis Club of Curacao and we belong to the ECNC district, I was able to become governor of the Eastern Canada and the Caribbean. And I am the first native from Curacao to become a governor of the district. If I can say, for the people that doesn't know, Kiwanis is an international organization, and we consist of 28, 29 districts. These districts are all worldwide, and Eastern Canada and the Caribbean is one of the districts. And as I said, the East Canada region and the Caribbean, we are one district.
D'accord. Donc là, en ce moment, vous êtes effectivement en tournée, donc dans le district. C'est quoi l'objectif en fait de votre passage? Vous êtes allé à Sainte-Lucie, maintenant vous êtes en Martinique.
For the governor of the district, it is important to know what their divisions are doing. I have 27 divisions, and one of the divisions is 27A. And 27A is the division of Martinique. And 27A consists of Martinique, Saint Lucia, Dominica. And that's why when I visit here in Martinique, we had a divisional council meeting. What is a divisional council meeting? A divisional council meeting is a meeting where all the clubs belonging to Division 27A comes together and they are discussing their problems. In this specific case, they had the pleasure to have the governor with them. So they could have asked the governors some burning questions they had. So they did it. And this governor is someone that gave straight answers. The answers that he doesn't know, but he doesn't say things just to please the people. And I have to say that the participants to the divisional council meeting were very glad with what I had to say. Because what is the purpose of the visit to a division? The purpose is to see how the Kiwanis clubs are doing their job. Because one of the most important things in Kiwanis is service your community with emphasis on children. So children has the most, let's say, the important part of the service. Every time we do a project, and this project that is children involved, we give the priority to the children. Why? The children is our future. And if we take care of our future, we can sit when we are old, we can sit in our rocking chair without any problem, because we know that the children will be a good instrument for us to take care of us.
D'accord. Justement, en fait, la question que j'allais vous poser, c'est il y a d'autres clubs services comme le Rotary.
Oui.
Et en fait, pourquoi le Kiwanis? Donc,
Oui.
c'est vraiment par rapport au fait de travailler pour l'enfant.
No, there are indeed other organizations like the Lions and the Rotary, and there are, I don't know how many more there are, but you can say one of the advantage or one of the good things that we do, I will put it nicely, we are an organization with our 2 feet on the ground. We do not fly. We have our 2 feet on the ground and we do work. We work. And our priority is the children. The other organizations have their own priority, but ours is the children. And that's important. That's why, let me put it, that's why we have many youth organizations, just like Key Club, we have Builders Club, we have K-Kids, and these organizations are organizations for the youth that start giving the youth an indication how they have to do service. Give you an example. Key clubs. In key clubs, you have the children that has the same outfit as kiwanis. They have a president, they have a secretary, and they have their meetings the same as we do. Their focus is on their schools, you see? And so you, in a nice way, you put in them the value of service, how they have to give service.
Mais pour revenir à Anthony HAILE, alors, c'est quoi votre parcours?
I am a member of Kiwanis Club, as I said, from Curaçao, from 38 years already. So I have been member, president, secretary. The only thing I didn't do was treasurer. Okay. After that, I have been twice president. After that, I became lieutenant governor. And lieutenant governor is the one that is on top of the division. After that, they said, listen, you can go higher up. I said, okay. I became district trustee. What does district trustee mean? Kiwanis not only is divided in divisions, but we are also divided in region. So we have 10 district trustees. And I became one of the district trustees for 3 years. And as district trustee, I am part of the board of Kiwanis of ECNC, where the decisions are taking place. So after 3 years, they said, you don't want to go further up? I said, no, just a moment. I waited some years. Why? Because I said, if I become, you have to become vice governor first. You have to be elected as vice governor. If you succeed, the next year you will be governor-elect. And the 3rd year, you will become governor. So I wanted to wait because I wanted to be sure that once I become governor, I have all the time to dedicate to the organization. So when I become pensioner, the best job in the world, because you don't have any boss anymore, I said, now it's time for me to become governor. So I became vice governor. I learned during 1 year. Then I become governor-elect. I learned more, and now I am governor. But the funny thing is, the 1st of October, I will be past governor because my term will end. And then I can go for higher, but I said no, because I don't want to become, let's say, an international president at a very old age. No, nothing for me. I go back to my club and will help them.
Justement, pour revenir à votre club à Curaçao, c'était compliqué pour vous de venir en Martinique?
It is a challenge.
Oui.
C'est très difficile pour travailler à Martinique. You know, when I was coming to Martinique, I had to go to Saint Martin,
Ouais.
and from Saint Martin, originally to Saint Bart's, from Saint Bart's to Guadeloupe, and from Guadeloupe here. So when I sent to my LG my itinerary, he told me, Mr. Governor, you have a problem, because there was an accident with one of the small vessels, Air Caribe, I think, and they are not allowed to land in St. Bart's. I said, my goodness, there we go. Fortunately, I had a travel agent. She went and see, and we got a flight, this time not from the Dutch side of St. Martin, but from the French side of St. Martin. Okay, there it was Saint Martin. We went to Guadeloupe, Pointe-à-Pitre, and from Pointe-à-Pitre here. And I arrived early than I would have arrived if I did the other one. So that was good. I hope that tomorrow, when I return to Saint Martin, there is no problem. Let's hope not.
Et justement, vous avez été reçu par à la collectivité territoriale. Vous serez reçu à la préfecture. Est-ce que ce sont des choses que vous avez justement abordées avec Monsieur Salibert, justement, ces difficultés de pouvoir voyager plus facilement dans la Caraïbe?
What I do also as governor, I always want to talk to the dignitaries. Why? Two reasons. I want the dignitaries to know what is kiwanis, what we do, and how we do our job, not to take over the job of the government, but in fact to help the government. So that's why I always ask, let me talk to the dignitaries. And yesterday we had a very nice interview with the president of the Conseil, and we told him what we are doing, how we are doing things, and he was delighted. And at the same time, I make use of the opportunity to give him my governor's pin. Why? Why? Because I told him, if someday you are invited to an activity of kiwanis, you can go there with your governor's pin. And I told my people, make sure you invite him to your activity. Because he wouldn't say no, because the governor was with him, and the governor told him that he will be invited for a special occasion. And it's nice for him to know what we are doing. Because when we have, let's say, a project, and we knock on the door, not that we will get what we will have, but at least the people in charge there, which is the mayor or the president, that's a ski one. Let's open the door. And from there, we will see.
D'accord. Et donc, la prochaine étape, là, vous allez, après la Martinique, vous irez où?
Non, après Martinique, today is my last official activity.
Oui, c'est d'accord.
And I will be visiting Club Creole, Cœur de Creole, the heart, Cœur de Creole, and that will be finished. And tomorrow morning, I'm flying back to Saint Martin, from Saint Martin to Curaçao. And on the 1st of October, I hand over the district to the person that will follow me.
D'accord. D'accord. Et concernant justement, est-ce que vous pouvez en fait nous dire un peu, avec le recul, qu'est-ce que vous en avez retiré de toute cette expérience-là du kiwanis, tous les projets qui ont été mis en place? Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez nous en dire?
I want to tell you in general, I have visited 10 divisions in Canada, and I have visited Barbados, here in Martinique, in Jamaica, and Bahamas. Four divisions in the Caribbean. One of the things that I notice is the enthusiasm of the various clubs to do activities. And that is something that I'm very glad that I notice. Although, I have to be very honest, we are struggling like all other organizations, especially after COVID. Because COVID hit us hard and we have to recuperate now. But what I see is that we are recuperating from what the problems that we had. I'm very glad that in all the clubs that I have visited, the emphasis is to help the community with emphasis on the children. I have visited in Canada and in the Caribbean many activities where the children were involved. I'm glad.
Vous pouvez nous donner des exemples de projets justement pour l'enfance, des exemples de projets marquants?
Yes. For example, example of project for the children is that sometimes some children, their parents do not have sufficient money to give them sufficient food. And sometimes they go to school without eating. So there comes kiwanis, where kiwanis make sure that via the school and the school board, the children that has some problems get the necessary food, get the necessary articles they need for their school. But we do that very quietly in order not to put the child in a position, oh, you are poor. We do it via the school, and the school knows exactly who is the child that needs help. And in that way, we are giving a contribution. Because a child that comes to school without breakfast cannot concentrate. So what happens? They come to school, they get the breakfast, they have the breakfast, and they can continue. At the year end or at the beginning of the new school year, they need book, they need pencils, they need all kinds of things. They need what they call the tack. And some of the children don't have the money to buy that. And there comes kiwanis. There comes kiwanis. There comes kiwanis with the help we as organization want to give to the children. And sometimes, you know, one of the nicest things that I always say, and I repeat it, and I have repeated many times, when you see a child and you see the smile on his or her face, the smile of gratitude, the smile that, oh, I'm so glad that you were there, believe me, that is the biggest thing that can happen to you, because you know you did your job. And that money can buy. You can be a millionaire, but with that smile, I think you are super millionaire.
Excellent. Et justement, donc pour avoir les sourires sur les visages des enfants, smile, au niveau de la Martinique, est-ce qu'il y a des projets en fait qui vous ont marqué? D'autres projets d'expérience qui ont été mis en place par les clubs kiwanis en Martinique?
Oui, there are many projects here in the clubs of Martinique. I haven't been able to see many of them, but I have heard via Mine LG that the clubs that here in Martinique does give the children their priority. Yes, that is, for me, that is important, because the LG will not tell me something that is not true. Because if that is the case, he has a problem.
Ok. On arrive au terme de l'entretien. Anthony HAILE, est-ce que vous voulez nous dire un petit peu, justement, qu'est-ce que vous souhaiteriez pour le kiwanis, pour le futur, pour la région?
I want to say something now that I have the opportunity, because many people that are seeing or listening to us have heard maybe for the first time of kiwanis. If you are someone that says, I have listened to the governor of kiwanis, and what he says, I think I can give a helping hand. Please do not hesitate to contact kiwanis. In Martinique, we have certainly a number of kiwanis clubs, and please contact them. Or go to your internet. Nowadays, everybody go to Google and you Google kiwanis clubs in Martinique. Zip, you will get the names of the clubs. Call them, tell them, listen, I want to become a member because I want to help my community. I want to help the children. And I think you that are listening to me, or you that are seeing me right now, that is the best choice you could have made. Do it. Do not hesitate, because children needs you, and we need the children, and our children, remember, is our future. If we take care of the children, we can be at peace with ourselves. With regards to our community, with regards to the district, I think Kiwanis is still doing a very good job. We are recovering. My motto for this year is adapt to succeed. We are adapting. So we are now going to succeed in the coming days, months, and years. And it was a pleasure for me to be here, a pleasure to have had this interview. I'm glad that I could have spoken in English, because with now modern technology, everybody see exactly what I have said in French. Thank you very, very much.
Merci Anthony HAILE.
Okay.
Merci.